The moment the scumbag shattered his wife's jade pendant, the woman's three brothers with terrifying identities instantly sensed their sister was in danger. They all rushed to the mortal realm to save their sister. At this moment the scumbag had no idea disaster was coming, and actually wanted to kill his wife and daughter with his own hands. But the next second the entire mortal world shook violently. The scumbag was about to face the darkest moment of his life, because the girl's eldest brother was the Divine Emperor, her second brother was a judge of the underworld, and her third brother was the Emperor of the human realm. Watching them come to save her no matter what, the girl finally realized how wrong she had been. It turned out 7 years ago, the woman fell in love with the man while traveling in the mortal world. Her three brothers were furious and chased her for 10 days and nights, demanding she give up the man and return to the divine realm to become empress. But the woman was already pregnant at the time, and blinded by love, so she would rather abolish her cultivation and become mortal than die defending this relationship. Her three brothers were helpless. To prevent their foolish sister from hurting herself further, they agreed to give her 7 years. After 7 years, if the man had no achievements, they would bring the woman home. However, the third brother loved his sister the most. He secretly granted the man a mansion, and made him the newly appointed top scholar, hoping his sister could live comfortably in the mortal world. But it didn't last long. The first thing the man did after becoming top scholar was bring the princess to the new mansion. They thought it was thanks to the princess's kind words that the emperor granted this mansion, to avoid exposing her identity. The woman could only watch as the princess took credit. Little did she know this only emboldened the princess further. She not only stayed around all day, but also manipulated the man's family, finding ways to drive the woman away. But the woman had already given up her immortal identity for love, so how could she compromise easily? So the princess came up with a vicious plan. Using the excuse of taking the man to the capital for his post, she left the woman alone at home. At this point the woman didn't want to burden the man, so before he left she gave him the jade pendant, hoping he would think of her often when he saw it. But once the man left he never came back. 6 months later the woman gave birth to a daughter with great difficulty. Soon 6 years passed in the blink of an eye. She thought she finally received a letter from the man, but opening it was a letter from her third brother. It turned out the man, with her third brother's secret support, had become a powerful prime minister, and her third brother would hold a banquet for the scumbag tomorrow. He specially wrote to invite the woman to attend, and would announce her true identity at the banquet. The next day the woman happily brought her daughter to the banquet, but she didn't know they were celebrating too soon, because the scumbag had already changed his heart. He was already enchanted by the scheming princess, and actually announced publicly at the banquet that the wife who had quietly devoted herself to him all these years and helped him rise step by step was the princess. The woman's heart instantly turned to ashes. Remembering the vows the man made years ago now seemed so ridiculous. She confronted the man demanding an explanation, but not only did the man refuse to explain, he also shattered the jade pendant the woman gave him, and even wanted to divorce her publicly. What was even more devastating, the scheming woman took the opportunity to hand him a dagger, wanting him to eliminate the woman to prevent future troubles, and the man didn't hesitate at all. He raised the dagger and stabbed toward the woman's vital point. Just at that moment, her three brothers finally arrived. They immediately protected their sister behind them. The scumbag would pay for his actions.